Do you think jokes about the Titanic submarine are in bad taste? Why or why not? Serious. I do think it's in bad taste. But I understand why people are making jokes as well. I think it's too far out of a normal person's experience to see someone who paid $250,000 to go into an unregulated vessel, to look on the wreckage of the Titanic from a screen, with the whole thing piloted with a $40 game controller with many bad reviews. It borders on satire, and is just absurd enough for a lot of people to not register that there are actual people going through something awful. I mean, the jokes kind of write themselves at this point. The CEO is down there and he's the one that wanted to save money and skip some important steps. I use the South Park rule. It takes 22.3 years for some disaster or something horrible to officially become funny. Speaking of which, 12/29/23 will be the day 9/11 officially becomes funny. Who's ready to laugh? What I find kind of shitty is the resources being spent on this and the media attention versus the refugee ship that went down. Bad taste. Sure. But that's sometimes what makes it funny. People make jokes about terrible events all the time. Those on Twitter who are celebrating it though. Those are psychopaths. Submarine jokes are beneath me. No. I don't think they're in bad taste. I also don't think they're jokes. I think we're at a point in society where the friction between regular people and the ultra-wealthy is fostering genuine hate. And I don't think it's unjustified. Why would the average man mourn the death of a billionaire taking a frivolous expensive trip and having the hubris to ignore the risks? Dark humor is like legs. Not everyone has them. Yeah, it's bad taste, but I like dark humor. Humor makes the darkness of life bearable. Someone on Twitter commented that her father died in a high-profile mountaineering expedition and said there were so many comments on the internet about how he deserved what happened to him. She said the families see those comments. It's been 20 years and it still hurts. That's all I need to know. No one thinks about the families not getting into the stepson who is milking it right now. Compassion, folks. Of course. Those people are stuck in a small tube knowing their air is running out and there is no escape. I can't think of a worse nightmare. A lot of comments say that the jokes are a natural reaction. But it's just not applicable to a lot of people making these jokes. Many of them don't see it as sad or tragic in the first place. So it's not a defense mechanism against something horrific. There's no sympathy or empathy whatsoever. Nope. The rich aren't exempt from the Darwin Awards. Only one I feel bad for is the kid. One of the people on the submersible is a good friend of my wife's parents. I've never met the guy. But my wife has a bunch of times. He's the one who's been down to the